Why, hello, everybody. Welcome to week 8 here in Introduction to Criminal Justice. We're reaching our halfway point at the end of this week, and we also are reaching spring break, so kind of a good thing. Just got a couple things to go over with you this week. I got the majority of the research papers were submitted. I have not had a chance to look at any of them yet, but I will, and I'll try to get them graded before spring break. I'm not guaranteeing anything. I've got a lot of TCOL testing going on this coming week, so just kind of depending on how that goes, whether I'll get them done. The other thing that I want to talk to you, of those of you that didn't submit your paper, you've already lost 10 points off of the paper. You need to submit it, and if you don't submit it, you fail the class. So make sure you get those in, and you want to get them in sooner than later, because you're gonna, if they're not submitted by next Thursday, you'll lose 10 more points. So just keep that in mind. Okay, let me get out of the way, and we'll talk about what we've got going on this week. And again, this will be a kind of an important week for us, because we do have our second exam. But before that exam, I want you to go ahead and complete your Chapter 7 discussion. Most of the people are getting those done right with, the important item, with the 3 different answers that are different than their answer, and they're not blank answers that they're doing kind of an analysis on, determining which one is correct. The new material this week is we're looking at Chapter 8 on police and the constitutional law. So start working on that exam review for discussion number 8 as you're going. Watch the video, read the chapter in the book. When you get through with that, take the quiz, make at least a 70 on it. But again, try to make a 100, because you can retake it till you do. And part of those quiz questions, about 10 of the 40 questions on the exam are going to come directly from the quizzes from chapters 5, 6, 7, and 8. So you can go back and retake any of them. Don't worry about your grade going down. Your highest grade is what we take. So your grade can go up, but it can't go down. And then I would highly recommend that you complete the follow-up post to discussion number 8 before you take the exam. Because it will help you on the exam. You can incorporate those different answers into your discussion, into your notes, so that you can use them after you've completed the exam to go back and review your questions. And I emphasize that. Don't spend time looking up answers when you are going through the exam the first time. Write down that number, finish the exam, then go back, even if you know right where it is, because you will run out of time if you kind of get hung up on one of the questions. So finish the test. Then if you get hung up, you don't have to worry about, you've answered every question that, the answers that you knew you got right. So yeah, that's good. So make sure you finish the exam before you look them up. Other hint is to take the chapter reviews and put them into a single document. So when you're searching for things in that document, you do not have to switch back and forth between the 4 different chapters, because you may not remember which chapter it's in. And a lot of the material is found in more than one chapter. So, if you can use an online search of your paper, it makes it a lot easier for you. And remember, the exam will be just like the previous exam. If you did great on the previous exam, whatever you did that time, do again. If you didn't do so great, whatever you did last time, don't do it this time. Spend more time studying, spend more time organizing your notes, and you will have a much better chance of being successful. You now know what the exams are like, so that you usually see a slight increase in the scores on the second exam over the first exam. Not always, not for every student, but for the vast majority of them, there's usually an increase instead of a decrease, or staying the same. So with that said, please study for the exam. And only last thing I wanted to mention, let me look at the dates, is you do have to prepare your video presentation. And I'm going to look for the due date on here, and let's see. The video presentation is due at the end of this month. You got plenty of time, but you need to complete your PowerPoint presentation and then videotape yourself with at least 3 other live human beings who, when you present your paper. For those who've been around during the COVID era, when we were in the lockdowns, I allowed things like dogs, cats, and birds, and infants to count. I think one person even used stuffed animals as their audience. But we're not in the lockdown anymore. You can find at least 3 people to present your paper to without any difficulty. And if you can't find anybody, come to campus and we'll throw you in front of one of my classrooms and we'll videotape you there. But you'll need to submit those at the end of the month. You've got plenty of time to do it, but don't wait till the last minute. Well, that's all I have got for you today. Good luck on the exam, and we got spring break coming up, so kind of look forward to that. Talk to you later.